everyone on Facebook. How are you guys? Thank you for joining me. I am Aimee Raupp of AimeeRaupp.com, and I am honored to be here with you yet again to talk about super important topics for you, for your health, your vitality, your life, so you can live your best life. Thank you so much for joining me. We have a special gift for you towards the end of today's conversation, so hang tight. Say in about 15 or so minutes, I'll reveal that special gift. So if you want it, stick around. And don't forget to comment, ask questions, tell me where you're from, tell me whatever. I'd love to support you however I can. Elizabeth Cardi, Nicole Murata, hi guys, thank you so much. Good morning, lunchtime for you. Yes, it's lunchtime for me. And I am feeling a little hunger, so I can't wait to eat after I finish this conversation with you guys. So today's conversation is all about your beliefs and how your thoughts, aka your beliefs, take health. What I say all the time, hi Karen, how are you? What I say all the time, and especially in my latest book, Body Belief, is, hi Julie from Missouri, nice to see you. What I say in Body Belief is that a belief is just a thought you keep thinking. My teacher, Abraham Hicks, taught me that. And it goes like this. You think the belief, believe it's true. You choose your behaviors to support that belief that you believe to be true. And ultimately that belief will dictate your health and your life because you walk around believing it to be true. And you choose to live your life based on these belief systems. So you could believe that you have to work really hard to make money. You could believe that all moms are tired. You could believe that as you age, your body falls apart. You could believe that you're destined for disease because your mother or your father or your grandmother had a certain disease. You could believe that women in their 40s get pregnant easily and naturally because you follow someone like me who got pregnant easily and naturally in my 40s. Right? There's a lot of things you could believe. You could believe that gluten is really bad for you and toxic. You could believe that gluten sensitivity is a hype. You could believe that dairy is really good for you only when it's raw. Like beliefs are just thoughts that you keep thinking. You believe them into your reality and into a truth. And remember, I'm going to get a little esoteric on you today, but perception is reality. So what you believe, you then look for social proof around you. But here's the best thing about beliefs is that they're changeable. So I'm going to talk to you today about, point out some of your probably common beliefs and then also what we can do to begin to shift them. So I want to read from Body Belief from chapter 2, Belief is Key. If you guys didn't get a copy of this yet, you should head over to my website, AimeeRaupp.com/books. We also give away a really incredible digital course that's for free that when you purchase this book, so it's AimeeRaupp.com/book gift, and you get several hours of a free video course from me helping you implement the Body Belief lifestyle and really shift your beliefs. I give you worksheets and meditations and movement and cooking demonstrations, all sorts of amazing freebies when you order this book. So AimeeRaupp.com/book gift and get some awesome freebies. That's not the freebie I'm giving away though, so hang around. Okay, aging belief is a challenging one. I agree. Listen, I think when it comes to age, we have to accept, yes, of course we're going to get older and of course things are going to shift, but there's a grace to it and there's a wisdom to it. And when we embrace that rather than resist it, I just feel like the transitions are easier. I got a copy of Belief last week. Oh, thank you so much. I love it. Cassandra, thank you. I'm so honored. Thank you very much. Okay, so tell me, do you believe you are capable of feeling better? Do you believe your health can thrive? Do you believe your body can heal? What do you believe about your health and your body's capacity for healing? Perhaps you believe that you can and will feel better, or maybe you believe there is no hope for you. Maybe you take your health for what it is, accepting it rather than challenging it or questioning it. Maybe you have never, ever even been asked or have never asked yourself about your health beliefs. We all have beliefs about our health, whether we know it or not, and we are making choices every day based upon those beliefs. In this chapter, I'm going to help you get to the core of what you believe about your health so that you can make lasting changes. I'm here to help you unveil your health beliefs, because until you do, this book, any book, can't offer you the healing that you are worthy of. So I have a couple things I break down. Basically, your beliefs dictate your behavior, which dictates your health, which we already discussed. Your beliefs also impact the neurochemicals in your brain. So this is really fascinating research. This is kind of what the placebo effect is all based in, that you're given a sugar pill, you're told it's going to heal something, and you believe it's going to work, and then you actually get better. Fascinating research. Or the nocebo effect, which is you're given a pill, you think it's going to harm you, and you actually see the harmful effects, yet you were just given a sugar pill. So absolutely fascinating research. Comes out of places like Harvard. I mean, like super credible research on the placebo effect. And basically what we have found is that, I'm going to read to you. I have a quote somewhere that I wanted to read to you. Findings published in the Indian Journal of Psychiatry found that our beliefs and our thoughts are neurotransmitters. What this means is that our beliefs create chemical messengers in our brain that communicate information throughout our brain and our body, affecting every aspect of our functioning, including blood pressure, immune responses, sleep, and digestion. Scientists found that cognitive beliefs, so basically the thoughts you think, are as potent as pharmacological interventions in terms of modifying physiological processes in the brain and in the body. Your thoughts are as powerful as pharmacological medications. That's insane, guys. So with that, I want you to really start to take that in. What am I thinking every day? What is it I am believing about my health, my vitality, my life, my money, my job, my career, my relationships, my skin, my, whatever it is, my aging? What are you believing? And I want you to begin to question it. So I think some ways to get there is, I have a list of questions that I think are smart. Ask yourself, how do I want to feel? And then ask yourself, how do I feel right now? What is in my way? So that's what is in my way. What's blocking me between how do I want to feel and how do I currently feel? And what do I think is in my way? I would recommend meditating and then asking yourself these questions. And the first thing that comes to mind is typically the answer. So when I do it, typically I hear, when I ask what is in my way, I want to change my body a little bit, right? I want to be a little more fit than I used to be. I mean, than I am currently, just similar to the way I used to be just, a year or two ago. What is in my way? What I hear is I need to slow down more. So I take that as my body saying it's cortisol. Cortisol, you're a little too stressed. You have a little too much on your plate. You need to back it up a little bit, and then things will change. Because my diet couldn't be cleaner, or I sleep awesome, I do all the things, right? So to me, that's what I hear. And I hear my body is speaking to me. But you have to slow down enough to ask the questions and reconnect. Another really big question to ask is, whatever struggle, health struggle, life struggle, whatever it is that's in your life, ask yourself, am I willing to let go of this struggle? How much does this struggle identify me? Do I live my life based on this struggle? Am I willing to let it go? Big question. What would that look like? What would my life look like without the struggle? What would be my purpose then? I went through this a while back with a personal relationship, and it was very much, it became a purpose for me to try to like fix and heal this situation. And one day I had a really honest conversation with myself of how would my life look without the struggle? And I realized that I would feel purposeless, that I wasn't going to feel worthy or good about myself because I wasn't the reason for the fixing. That, you know, it's a classic codependency trait, right? But, you know, of which I've learned a lot about and have worked a lot on myself. But who will I be without this struggle? That scared the shit out of me too, because it became my identity. It became a purpose for me. Who will I be without this struggle, without this pain, without this grief, without this health condition? What would that look like for me? And often you feel a sense of pain or discomfort in your heart, your, you know, what am I trying to, what's the name of this area? Why am I blanking right now? But your sternum area. I know the name and I just can't think of it right now. But it just, you often feel that resistance in there at this idea of giving up the struggle. That's very scary to people. I often see people, they're coming to me with a disease or an illness that's been diagnosed by a doctor or something like that, right? And they are so clung to it. I just was telling a story on my office hours with my e-course students, my Yes You Can Get Pregnant e-course students, about a case that I've been working with in the clinic. And you know, her fertility, she's had miscarriages, she's done IVF that hasn't worked, and her fertility numbers are very bad, right? According to her doctors, her AMH is low, her FSH is high. She's been following my protocol and she got her numbers retested, I think 3 months later, and her numbers didn't improve that much. And she was very upset, you know, and, but yet her whole health has changed. She looks and feels dramatically different over the last 3 months in a better way. And she's just happier and more at ease and just feels so good. And so I said to her, listen, in my clinical experience, these numbers don't mean anything. It's how you feel that means something. And this morning, I got an email from her that she's pregnant, naturally, with poor AMH, poor FSH, low ovarian reserve, poor fertility outcome. Doctor was recommending IVF with donor eggs. And I mean, of course, it's very early in the pregnancy, but it was her mindset that was really limited because she was very attached to this struggle, very attached to these numbers defining her and her health. Okay, let me just see. I just got a copy. Grab Body Belief in the free e-course, right? Aging sure beats the alternative. That's true. I like that, Nicole. It's hard to be consistent with everything and I want to accomplish. Give yourself some grace. Thank you. Solar plexus. Thank you. I wanted to say cortex, and I knew that wasn't right. So let me just see what else. In what ways am I ready for this health shift? In what ways am I ready for this life shift? In what ways am I worthy of all I desire? That was my big thing. I got fixated on this thing that there had to be a struggle, like that relationships had to have a hardship to then come out stronger. It's a story that I was told when I was younger about a very significant relationship that I look up to very much, that they had a very big struggle in the beginning of their relationship, and then through that they got stronger. And so I think I fixated on the fact that there needed to be a struggle to then overcome something to get really strong and be in this healthy, vital, expansive relationship. And so, you know, it made me think of like, why do I think I have to struggle to get to what I want? I'm worthy of what I desire right here, right now. And I have to just let go of how it's going to come to me. I have to let go of my control in this situation. All I can do is show up as the best version of myself. Because I wasn't also being the person I wanted to be within a relationship, because I was so fixated on the fixing and on the problems, right? And so when I started to realize that, and it was like, holy shit. And I'd already written this book, or maybe I was in the process of writing this book. It was like, I'm a bit addicted to the struggle right now. I'm in the struggle. It has become my life. And now I'm not in the struggle anymore. Struggle's not my business. My business is me taking care of me. That's my business. My business is showing up for me in the best possible way that I can. And in that, my belief shift, my behavior shift, my life shifts. That's it. It's that simple, guys. So in body belief, I go over, so tip number 3, your beliefs are changeable. So the 4 most common beliefs that really limit our health and our vitality and our lives moving forward. I am my illness, which I've talked about. Nobody feels that good. So this is a worthiness thing. Nobody feels that good. So who am I to think that I deserve to feel better? Everybody has problems with X, Y, and Z. Everybody ages. It's just part of the process, you know. And I'm not saying we're going to fight the aging process, but I just mean that there's this, sorry, Instagram. Sorry, Instagram, you pause for a second. You know, just this sense of like, oh, nobody feels that good. Like, so what's the point? Why bother? Right? I'm going to age and be decrepit anyway. Why bother taking care of myself? Right? That's all of a sudden, that's your belief. Nobody feels that good. So then your behavior becomes the fuck it behavior. Excuse my F-bomb. It's my genetics. Huge, 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 tremendously huge misconception. Bunch of bullshit. Your genetics play about this big of a role in your health outcomes. How you live your life dictates whether those genes turn on or turn off. How you live your life, the thoughts you think, the food you eat, how you sleep, the people you surround yourself with dictate whether those genes turn on or turn off. It is not about what your parents gave you. Not. In fact, 5% of diseases are actually heritable, meaning that only 5 out of 100 will ever get a particular disease that has genetic links. 5 out of 100. Rather, do you know what's actually causing those diseases to show up? Your beliefs that you're going to get it because mom, dad, brother, sister, whatever had it. That's a lot to take in. But I am not making this up. Medical science totally backs this up. It's the whole theory of epigenetics. It's been around for 15 years at this point. Research it. If you doubt me, just Google epigenetics and you will see it has nothing to do with your genetics. It has everything to do with how you live your life. And with living your life, I don't just mean sleep and stress, the relationships you keep, the joy you keep. Do you meditate? Do you journal? Do you take time to eat slowly? Do you, enjoy fresh air? Are you prioritizing yourself? Are you tuned into these thoughts and these beliefs? Are you addicted to the struggle? Are you addicted to the disease? Are you addicted to the identity that the struggle has brought you? I feel bad feeling good. This is typically one that healthcare providers have. I feel bad feeling good because I don't want to make other people feel bad. I remember when I got pregnant with James, it was really, really, really hard for me to tell a lot of my fertility clients because I felt so bad. I felt horrible. I honestly, to this day, I would say it was one of the toughest things I ever went through. Was I was holding myself back from feeling the joy that I wanted this child for so long, and I wanted the relationship that brought the child for so long, and yet I felt so sad. I felt terrible that I had to share it with these women because I knew how much heartache I was going to cause them. And to my surprise, which you guys probably know, and I know now, but I was younger then, to my surprise, everybody was so inspired by my story, so inspired by my story. And so, that I feel bad feeling good, that's another worthiness issue. So you feel bad. Why? Couldn't you be inspiring to somebody else? Yes, you could be. So how do we go about changing our beliefs? Okay, so freebie. I have a free meditation for you that you can download and listen to right now and do it every day. And it's all about helping you shift your beliefs. Go to aimeeraupp.com/bodybeliefmeditation. It's free. And I made it for you. It's my voice on there, and I hope you enjoy it. But that's one way. So the meditation will help you slow down enough to reconnect, to get clear. What are my beliefs? What is in my way? Am I attached to the struggle? And then what would my life look like without the struggle? What do I want to feel? How do I currently feel? What is in my way? When you slow down and reconnect, you will then begin to identify what the beliefs are, and then you can begin to shift them. So if you use that meditation, it will really help you. AimeenRaupp.com/body belief meditation. Instagram, the link is in my profile. Have any of you guys listened to the meditation? Let me just see, sorry. I'm trying to scroll up. My God, what's going on here? Sorry. My fertility journey, 5 failed transfers. I had to dig deep to relate to the struggle with a reason why. Thank you, Aimee. It's wonderful to hear you. Oh, you're welcome. Oh, I waved at someone. So my phone is leaning on my computer and it's kind of being funny. I'll just take you guys over here, Instagram, sorry. Okay, cancel. I was just inviting someone to come live with me. I'm so sorry. That was not intentional. Okay, so what can you do to begin to shift your beliefs? So reconnecting to yourself, getting mindful, meditating, obviously. Listen and take notes. The chances are there's upwards of 50,000 thoughts a day. 90% of them are the same every single day. So chances are every single thing we think, the beliefs we have, we just carry them day to day to day. Life is supposed to be a struggle. Marriages are hard. As I age, everything hurts. Everybody gets X disease. Everybody has digestive issues. Everybody has skin issues. Everybody is depressed. Everybody has low energy. Whatever it is, start to question that. It's my genetics. I feel bad feeling good. Typically, I feel bad feeling good is like you're holding yourself back from your true power. I see that so much. And that, everybody struggles. So we hold on to that. So, it's like this sense of belonging. Like, yes, I have a struggle too. Hey, because, right? When life is just smooth sailing, people don't necessarily get that because so many people struggle. Why? Why am I holding on to this struggle? And what's in my way of letting it go? And for me, it was, I'm afraid of peace. I don't even know what that means. What would be my purpose if I didn't have to fight against the struggle? Who would I be if things just went smoothly all the time? What would that even mean? What does that look like? Okay, so listen, take notes, say something kind. Get in the process of saying something kind and loving and caring to yourself every single day. You're doing the best you can do. You're learning. Have some grace. Give yourself the space to heal, the space to listen. Ask yourself, would I say that to my closest friends? And if the answer is no, then you don't say it to yourself. And if the answer is yes, you probably have some anger issues to work out. Because there's a way we can say things that are brutally honest that don't have to be so harsh, right? So here's a dialogue. I am in the process of learning more about myself and I'm getting better all the time. I'm doing the best I can from where I am at right now. I love you, it's okay. These are things we're saying to ourselves. Be easy on yourself, Aimee. I say to myself regularly, Aimee, how can I better support you? How can I better support you? And then I hear it. I hear the answer. And I listen. That is the key. But if we're moving so fast, boom, 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 darting around in our lives, we don't hear it. We're not reconnected. So download that meditation. That's #1 way to start shifting those beliefs. And when we do that, we start shifting our behaviors. Then we start to say, oh, you know what? So-and-so did that. And then, yeah, she changed her health. She changed her life. She started, tuning in and wow, I saw those changes. It was just amazing, right? So anyone have any other questions for me, guys? Let me see. Thank you. It's so wonderful to hear you. Oh, you're welcome. I was about to accept the live video invite. So funny. I'm sorry. I had to let go of the struggle, meaning no more IVF. Yeah, so good. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you, guys. I'm having a hard time shaking my belief about my fertility. I can't shake this feeling. I'm running out of time. Even though I listen to Abraham and I know that how I feel, whether I'm paddling upstream, is so critical. How do you surrender the struggle when on a logical level, the belief isn't necessarily true? I would work on the meditation, Cassandra, and I know you just got the book, so I think that'll help too. Check out the free e-course that comes with it as well, because I feel like that would really be helpful. I think you just have to start looking for stories, stories of hope on my website and going through fertility challenges and overcoming them. You have to look for social proof of people that are getting pregnant at your age, and there's a lot of them. And then also, when you're having those thoughts, I think a really powerful question to ask yourself is, how is this serving? I don't know you very well, but I see this a lot. What I would say is it's another excuse to beat yourself up for either waiting too long, not finding the partner soon enough, or maybe your partner didn't want to have kids right away, or maybe you didn't pull the trigger sooner than you wanted to. So it's just another reason for you to beat yourself up and say, see, I told you so. See, you didn't do this and you didn't do this, and now you're suffering and that's your fault. And it's a reason to just hold ourselves back. So then you get to that core belief, and it's like, why do I always feel the need to beat myself up? Why do I always feel like I'm not good enough? Why do I always feel like, I'm not doing it the right way, that I've done something wrong? The shoulda, coulda, wouldas is what my grandmother would say. She would say, shit in one hand and wish in the other. See which one fills up first. But just this thing of like, oh, I wish I would have done that. And it was like, well, how is that serving you? It's not getting you anywhere. So I think Abraham, that's one of the things she taught me, of like, I am where I'm supposed to be. I can't miss my boat because there's another one right behind it. And I have to just trust. I got to get out of my own way. I'm in my own way. So thank you, Aimee, staying positive with your inspiration. Do you have patients who did IVF but then decided it was enough, not pregnant naturally? I do. I have plenty of those. The one I just talked about, I mean, she did IVF, it didn't work, and then she got pregnant naturally. Today, she found out. Okay, guys, I gotta hang up. So if you want more of me, more of this, continue following me on Instagram and Facebook. Facebook people, if you don't follow me on Instagram, you should, because I'm always doing stuff on my stories and IGTV, and we have a lot of fun on Instagram, right? And if you guys want, you fertility girls, I have a lot of really great free information on my website. If you go to my website, aimeeraupp.com, and take my free fertility quiz, it leads you into a funnel where you're going to get an email from me every week for a couple weeks with incredible free content for optimizing your fertility. So please check that out. And everyone else, yeah, and if you're interested in body belief and learning more how to unpack your beliefs, so what do I promise? How to heal autoimmune diseases, radically shift your health, and learn to love your body more. Even if you don't have an autoimmune disease, this book is amazing. But if you want the free book gift, the mini e-course that comes with it for free, go to aimeeraupp.com/book gift and take advantage of that. But definitely take advantage of the free meditation today. Okay. Love you guys. I'll see you next week. Ciao.